I'm 105 years old and I am sitting in my own kitchen. The doctor who told me in the spring of 1979 that I would be dead before I turned 80 died of a heart attack at 71 in the parking lot of his own clinic in 1996. I outlived him by 29 years. I am still outliving him, not because I was lucky, not because my body was stronger than other women's bodies, because at 49 years old, sitting in his office listening to him tell me I had maybe 30 more years if I was careful, I made a decision that has shaped every single morning of my life since. And if you are honest with yourself, a doctor has told you something similar in the last 5 years. He told you what you should not do anymore. He told you what your new normal was. He told you to manage your expectations. He told you in some polite way that your real life was behind you and that what remained was maintenance. You believed him. You started managing. You started accepting. You started shrinking your own life to fit the size he had told you was appropriate. For a woman your age, I refused. I am going to tell you exactly how. And I am going to tell you what I have learned about doctors in the 56 years since that appointment, because there is one thing about them that almost no one will say out loud. In April of 1979, I was 49 years old. I had been having heart palpitations for about 6 months. My family doctor sent me to a cardiologist named Dr. Richard Whitfield. He was 54 at the time. He had a reputation in our town for being thorough. He ran every test he had available in 1979. An EKG, a stress test, blood work. He examined me for 40 minutes. Then he sat me down in his office and told me what he had concluded. He told me I had a mildly weak heart. He used the word weak 4 times in the conversation. He told me that with careful management, I could probably expect to live another 30 years. He told me to avoid stairs when possible. He told me to give up gardening, which was strenuous. He told me to stop driving long distances. He told me that women in my cardiac category did not typically live past 80. I was 49 years old. I had 3 children still at home. I had a garden I had been building for 22 years. I drove 60 miles every Sunday to visit my own mother. I climbed stairs 12 times a day. I drove home from his office that afternoon, and I sat in this kitchen for almost 3 hours. I did not cry. I was not in shock. I was thinking very clearly about something that has shaped my entire life since. I was thinking about my own mother. My mother had been told in 1953 that she had high blood pressure of the dangerous kind and that she should not exert herself. She was 51 at the time. She had taken that advice seriously. She had stopped doing the things she loved. She had become, within 5 years of the appointment, a woman who sat in chairs. She had died at 64, 11 years after the appointment, in the chair. I had spent the 11 years between her appointment and her death, watching her become someone else. The doctor had not killed her. The doctor's words had killed her. She had believed him. She had become the woman he described. I made a decision in my kitchen that afternoon in 1979. I decided I was going to ignore Dr. Whitfield's specific advice completely, not partially, completely. I was going to keep climbing the stairs. I was going to keep gardening. I was going to keep driving to my mother's grave every Sunday. I was going to live exactly the life I had been living. And if my heart failed, my heart was going to fail in the middle of a life I recognized. I want to be precise about what I am saying. I did not ignore my health. I changed family doctors. I found a younger physician named Helen Roth, who was 34 years old at the time, and who listened to me for an hour at our first appointment. I told her exactly what Whitfield had said. I told her exactly what I planned to do anyway. She thought about it for a long time. Then she told me she would support me with one condition. She wanted to see me every 3 months for the rest of my life. I agreed. She kept that appointment with me until she retired in 2014, when she was 69 years old, 35 years of 3-month appointments. She never once told me to stop doing anything I loved. Dr. Whitfield, the man who told me I would be dead by 80, died in 1996. He was 71. Massive heart attack in his own parking lot. I want to tell you what I think I learned in those years, because I have thought about this for 56 years, and I have something to say about it that almost no woman my age will say to your face. A doctor is a man or a woman who has seen a lot of bodies that broke. Their entire training is in the patterns of how bodies break. They are very good at recognizing the early signs of breaking. They are not trained at all in the patterns of bodies that did not break. They do not know what kept those bodies whole. They do not study the women who outlived the appointment. They only study the women who proved the appointment right. So when a doctor tells you what your new normal is, he is telling you the average of what happened to the women whose stories ended up in his files. He is not telling you what is possible. He is telling you what is statistically common. You are not a statistic. You are one woman. And one woman refusing to become the average can outlive the doctor by 29 years. I am the proof. I want to tell you the 3 things I did differently from my mother in the 56 years since Dr. Whitfield's appointment. The first thing, I kept the stairs. My mother had moved to a 1-story house at 53 because her doctor had suggested it. I have lived in the same 2-story house since 1962. I have climbed those stairs 8 to 12 times a day for 63 years. My heart, which Whitfield called weak, has pumped blood up those stairs roughly 230,000 times. It is stronger now at 105 than the day he called it weak. The second thing, I kept the garden. My mother had stopped gardening because she was told it was too strenuous. I have gardened in the same backyard since 1958. I am out there now from April to October. I bend, I lift, I kneel, I water, I prune. The garden is my doctor's office. It is where my body remembers every single year what it was made to do. The third thing, I kept the drive. My mother had stopped driving long distances at her doctor's suggestion. I drive 40 miles to my daughter's house every other Sunday. I have done this for 41 years. I will do it next Sunday. The day I cannot make that drive, I will let someone else, but not 1 minute before. 3 things, 56 years. 1 doctor in a parking lot. 1 woman in her own kitchen at 1:05. I am not telling you to ignore your doctor. I am telling you to ignore the part of your doctor that is telling you who you are now allowed to be. The medical part is fact. The advice part is opinion. The opinion is built on the average of the women he has watched lose. You are not required to be one of them. The next time a doctor tells you that you should not do something that you love, ask him one question. Ask him whether he is telling you because the activity is medically dangerous, or whether he is telling you because most women your age have stopped doing it. The answer will tell you everything you need to know about which kind of doctor you are sitting in front of. If he says the second, leave. Find another one. There is a Dr. Helen Roth somewhere in your city. Find her before you are 70. The day you need her is the day it is too late to look. A nursing home does not begin with a diagnosis. It begins with the afternoon a woman drives home from a doctor's office and decides, quietly, to become the woman he described. Refuse to become her. The doctor will die before you do. I'll see you in the next one.